Hey, what is up, you sexy beasts? My name is Shadowfax and or Louise, and as you can see on your screens right now, there is some Rainbow Six Siege gameplay. I haven't posted, I mean, I don't post that much anymore anyway, but I have not posted any Siege gameplay in a very long time because, as you guys will or will not remember, I became very burnt out on it. But it wasn't just Siege, it was games in general I became very burnt out on. And so I wasn't really playing. I had some health issues as well, so I wasn't really playing. And then I came back to playing again. I got my new PC, my new bad boy. And I came back to playing games and the new COD had come out. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll play that. And because I had some friends that were playing it as well. So I had people to play that with. Whereas at the minute I have no one, don't really have anyone to play Siege with. So I played that. That was quite nice because it had been a while since I played COD. But that got old very, very quickly. So I decided to give Siege a go again. And I'd given it like a couple of goes here and there, but for one, I was playing on my own, and for two, I had to be in the right mindset for it, because coming back after so long, there was a lot to learn. There's new operators, there's new maps, like that atrocity of a map, Nighthaven Labs, which I hate with an absolute passion. It's just like Tower all over again. What the fuck were they thinking? Why is it in ranked? But anyway, so I sort of had to have the commitment to come back to it, because also like just stuff like just my aiming and controlling the recoil on the guns and stuff was something that I had to relearn, partly because I have switched up the way I play games, sort of thing. I run on instead of like 800 to 1000 DPI, I now run on like 1600. So that had to all my sensitivities had to be redone. I had to get it all to how I like it. So that took a little bit of time. So it also made it feel a little bit scary. So I was doing that, and then I decided, yeah, do you know what? I got so burnt out on COD. I was like, right, I'm going to give it a go again, and I'm going to, squeaky chair, I'm going to commit to it. And so I started to come back into it. I felt like a total noob again, as if I was starting all over from scratch. It really did feel like that in some ways. But one thing that was really, really helpful, actually, was the deathmatch mode that they now have. And I didn't think, like, I always thought it was a good idea, but I didn't necessarily think it was going to be well received in the Siege community, because, people are going to think they're going to try to make it into COD or whatever. But I think it's like a really good idea. It's a really good way to warm up. Like, I always do like 1 or 2 matches when I first jump on, just to see how my aim's going that day. But also, it was just the fact that I needed to get my aim down again. This Siege gunfights are not quite like COD, are they? Where you just point and click. There is a bit of, jiggle peeking and all the rest of it, and just being able to control the guns. So that really, really helped to get my aim sort of back to where it was. And then I was just playing casual, and I decided to give ranked a go. And I gave ranked, was it last season? No, the season before maybe, a little go with Nautis. And we just did it for a laugh. We didn't get really far. I think we did like 8 matches, and that was it. And I didn't really understand ranked 2.0 then. So I was like, I decided to do it again, because I still didn't really understand how it worked. And I'm getting to my first match, and I've got like the Overwolf app showing me everyone's ranks, and I'm against plats and golds while there's me, little copper, sitting there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it comes up, your team has a 1% chance of winning. I was like, this game is screwing me over. This game has told me that because I haven't been here for a while, it's going to screw me right fucking over. And the first few matches were actually like that. It was like, yeah, you've got like a 20% chance of winning. Wonderful. But then it started to even out. I'm now just off of silver. And I am going against mainly golds and plats, because as I understand it, like, you will go against what it thinks that you should be. And when I was playing this properly, I was high gold. I remember we missed off of plat 3 by literally a few points. And I was pissed, dude. I was pissed. We just couldn't get that last little elusive bit to get into plat. That's all I wanted, plat 3. That's all I fucking wanted. The game just told me to sod off, and then it told me to sod off this time as well. So yeah, I understand that it takes everyone back down. So it did take everyone back down to... Does it do every season? I don't even know. This is how out of the loop I am. But I know that it took... When it changed to rank 2.0, it took everyone down to copper, and you had to work your way back up. But it would put you against what it felt... It would decide what it thought you should be and put you against those sort of people. So, I've been having a lot of fun. So I've been going against golds, plats, and silvers. And then there's obviously some people that are like my rank in there. But I have been really enjoying it. But, oh God, learning it all again, it's just mad. It's sort of like, so the deathmatch kind of helps with also learning the new maps. That does kind of help. Apart from the fact of Nighthaven, I just can't, I don't even want to learn that map. I don't even want to. And doing deathmatch on it, so what's the point? It's a maze. Nobody can find each other. Nobody can actually find each other. So, oh God, I don't know. But yeah, and solo queuing is very, very new to me. Solo queuing is new. I don't solo queue. I duoed queued. That's what I did back in the day with Nautis. But like he doesn't play so much anymore. Like he doesn't play games as much anymore because he's got a life. But we did play the other night. We played a few games. And he did say about how he misses Siege as well. So maybe he'll play a bit more with me. But yeah, and end of the season, solo queuing, I've always heard that's not so great. And yeah, it's not. I've been in a few matches where I'm like, yeah, you're throwing. You're actually throwing. And this isn't even funny. Why would you do this to me? But what I did find is when I first came back onto Siege is because I was so used to, God, I'm just running in there like Rambo and thinking that I'm the best. They're round. What I've really had to learn is which I had to when I very first started playing this game, I think it's from playing COD so much, is just to pull back, be patient. Be patient. Honestly, there was a match the other day, I was the last one left alive, and I think there was like 2 or 3 still left alive. And there was one of my teammates, he was like basically just telling me what to do. And he's going, be patient. And I'm like, I'm trying. And he's going, and he's telling me what to do. And I clutched it. And then he's going to me, well done. Oh yeah, I love you. And I was like, dude, I was panicking. The only reason I got through is because of you. So it's, yeah, I mean, I've missed the rush that Siege brings. When, you know, you're in those situations, you're the last left alive and you've got to try and clutch it. And sometimes you know it's a lost cause, but you've still got to try. You can't just give up. And your heart's hammering. And I was getting those feelings again. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is what I love Siege for. But yeah, it's learning to pace myself, to have patience, because I'm not a patience person. I'm not a patient person at all. So, you know, not to just throw myself out there and throw myself at them and just peek, you know, blindly. Because at the end of the day, though Siege in some ways, now that I've come back to it, seems like it's a bit more about gunfights rather than people actually using their utility. But that's more down to the players. That's down to the players being idiots. I mean, we've got the utility there to make this game tactical. Fucking use it. But I find that there's a lot that don't. But yeah, that's just been sort of like my main thing. Once I got my aim back down, I just needed to get myself to just stop rushing in, just calm down, take it slow, and just have the patience. But where needed, do those swing outs and those peaks, you know, because you need to know when to be aggressive and when to be passive. And that's been one of the hardest things for me, is to relearn all of that again. And I was actually looking through some of my old gameplay earlier, and there were times where I was quite aggressive and it worked out, but that was when I was like, I was first starting, I was really low rank. You can do that in the lower ranks, but you can't do that once you start to get a bit higher. Even as high as like silver or gold, it doesn't necessarily work unless you're like a god player, and I'm not, I'm just your average Joe. So it's been tough coming back to Siege and relearning it, but it's also just been really, really fun. It's been really, really fun. And just when you get those moments where your heart is absolutely beating out of your chest because of the situation going on, it's mad, but I really, really enjoy it. It's just that adrenaline rush. No other game that I can really think of can give you that. You can play Search and Destroy on COD all you want and be the last alive. I've played, when COD first came back, the new COD first came out, I played a lot of Search and Destroy because that's what I used to always love. It's what I was always good at. And I can be the last alive and I don't care. It does not get my blood pumping. Whereas in Siege, it does. Siege has just got that competitive edge, and it just, the situations, you know, that you've not just got somebody running at you that you can just bait into being an idiot and running at you. There are some Siege players like that, but the majority of the time, you know, they've got utility, they've got stuff they can use against you, and you've got to try and you know, outsmart them. That's what it really is. So I've really, really missed Siege, and I'm really, really glad to be back playing it. Just sucks that I'm on my own at the minute. But yeah, I'm starting to get there. I'm starting to get back into the groove. I'm starting to get back into just being an actually decent player. And solo queuing isn't quite as scary as I thought. So we've got the new season coming out tomorrow, I believe it is. So with what's the new operator called? Fenrir. So I'm looking forward. I don't know how much I'll use him, because that's one thing I haven't really done just yet while I've been getting back into the game, is using some of the new operators that much. I've been sticking with my old trusted operators like Rook, Sledge, Saphir, Thermite. I've been trying to do a lot of support play. But yeah, absolutely thoroughly enjoying it. And I'm thinking I might even just start a bit of streaming. Maybe, just so that I've, you know, maybe somebody will watch my stream and I'll just have some company that way while I'm playing. But anyway, guys, that has been it from me. I'm going to love you and leave you. Bye! Love ya.